Hello producers, it's Özgün here. In this tutorial, I'm gonna show you how to make your own FL Studio starting templates. So this is the template we are gonna make in this video, and in the end of the video, you can be able to make your own templates. You can also download the template that we are going to make in this video and just customize how you need it, how you like it. If you like to support the channel, just don't forget to comment and give a like on the video. This is the best way that you can support the channel. And if you're ready, let's get into the tutorial. Okay guys, this is the fresh empty FL Studio project, and now we are going to convert this project into a full beautiful FL Studio template that we can use on our productions. So first thing I like to do is just go to the first channel in here, right click and just dock to the left. And let's give a separator and let's unroute the channel to the master. Now this channel is going to be our reference track channel, which means this track is not even going to the master. So whatever you have in the master channel is not gonna affect it to the reference channel. Maybe I can make another video like how to properly use the reference track, something like that. But yeah, this is how I do it. I have a separate channel, and in here we will just route the channel in its own output. So this reference channel now exactly same as the master channel. As you see, master channel has its own output, reference channel, it has its own output. And for the reference channel, I always like to have a span in here, so I can just monitor the reference track's waveform. And other than that, yeah, if you need, you can smash more stuff in here, more spectrum analyzers, something like that. And let's lock the channel by Alt-Shift-Click. And now I'm gonna just leave it in here. So now I'm gonna go maybe here and create a separator. This channel is going to be my kick channel. So I like to have like that. I'm gonna lock the kick channel. And if you are making, big room techno like me, you need to layer your kick with several different sounds. That's why we are gonna make like that. We will get kick 1, kick 2, and kick 3 just in case. And I'm gonna route all of the channels to the kick group in here. Let's make a separator. Now we got 3 channels and they are grouping inside of a kick channel. Maybe we can call it kick bass. And let's change the colors. After going to the next, this is going to be the bass bass. And yeah, it's self-explanatory. We will have like maybe a sub bass, a normal bass, maybe a mid bass, and maybe a top bass. So let's give it 4 bass channels. I'm using the bass channels only for drop. Like if I have a break bass, it's gonna be on the break section. The first section is just the main drop kick and bass for me. And let's unroute the bass channels from master. So now we got 3 channels and they are just routing in a bass bass. I'm gonna lock the bass bass and let's just quickly color them. Now we got the kick bass and the bass bass in here. And this is how I'm gonna do. I'm gonna route the bass bass to some empty channel here, unroute from master, and just do it like that. So now we got another bass in here, which is going to be our kick bass bass. So maybe you use some filtering on them. Let me put a fruity filter in here, and probably we can do like that. So this filter is going to just make a low cut. I just quickly brought some samples and like to show you the usage of this kick bass bass. Like let's say we route our bass to here, let's quickly route our kick to here. Let me lower the volume. I'm using the kick bass bass like that. If I need to low cut my kick and bass, like filter them out in, for example, the drop fill or intro or outro, all I gotta do is automate this cutoff. So this is how I use it. And I like to quickly color here as well. Okay, now we got the kick, bass, like the low region, totally covered. And the next thing we need is definitely a drum group. Let's call a drum bass here. And maybe like till here, we can have some drums. Let me change the color of it. Maybe we can do it like that. And if you like to route all the channels, you can choose them like holding control. You can choose them like that. And then Alt-Shift, right-click to the drum bass, route to this track only. When you do that, all of the channels is going to route it to the drum bass. And in the drum bass, I like to have a pretty soft clipper. So just in case if I clip, it's gonna tame the dynamics just a little bit. And yeah, we can just leave it like that. The next thing we are going to add in our mixer is the main synths, main drop leads. I'm gonna call this one a lead bass. And now you gotta customize it according to your genre. If you make big room, if you like layer maybe 5 different leads to make a one giant lead, you can have like 4 or 5 different channels and just route them in the lead bus. So you can have the individual channels in here, individual synths, and in the lead bus, you can have the group processing. But for me, I recently using 1 or 2 layers for most of my sounds. So if I have only just 2 channels that going to the lead bus, that will be enough for me. I'm gonna call it like synth 1 and synth 2, and I'm gonna route them in here and just create a separator. And let me just change the colors again. And probably we can just do the same, exactly same thing once more. And I'm gonna just duplicate the channels because we can have more than one lead. Maybe we have 3 different leads in the channel, in the drop. And I'm gonna route them. Okay, now we got the lead groups in here. If you need, you can just adjust and customize it on your genre, on your taste, on your workflow. And after that, I'm gonna have a separator in here. And this time we will go maybe just drop bass. So this bass is like that. The sounds, the synths mostly, maybe the acid shots, maybe some ear candies, maybe some FX sounds that you are using in the drop, maybe some drop pad. But this kind of sounds that don't belong the FX section or the break section. The sounds that you play in the drop, mostly the synths, are going to be placed in this area. So maybe we can have like 10 channels in here. Let's change the color. Again, I'm gonna hold Control and choose them all. Hit Alt Shift, just routing them all to the drop bus. And I'm gonna put a pretty soft clipper to the drop bus. The next section is definitely going to be the break section. And the good thing with having a separate break section, for example, when you finish mixing the track and your break section is way too loud than the drop, so you can just lower the break bus in here and you are going to solve the problem. So for break bus, we will probably have some vocal section here, or maybe we can make the vocals in some separate section. Let's give it some space for now. Maybe we will have a respace, maybe we got some ARPs, or maybe a break pad, and so on. Like all the sounds that you can imagine that you are using in the break is gonna take place in this section. Let's just quickly color it, and don't forget to route everything to the break bus. And let's smash some soft clippers also in the break bus. So that's it, guys. So with one knob, you can just control, adjust, hold the break section. And maybe we can have some vocal section in here. We can have like maybe main vocals and backing vocals. If you are processing vocals more detailed, I already have a advanced vocal mixing tutorial. I'm gonna put a card, so you can also adjust the customized template according to my other vocal tutorial. It has like more channels, like tons of FX and send channels. It was more proper vocal processing chain. But yeah, for now, I'm just gonna have 3 channels in here. You can just adjust it according to your taste if you like it. Let's route the channels in here, and maybe we can color this one as well. And the last part is going to be the FX bus. So in this FX bus, we will have like sweeps, risers, like noises, impacts, and all other FX sound that you use in the track. Maybe this much is enough. Let's quickly change the color, and let's quickly route everything to here. Yeah, that's it. Now we got the FX bus as a separate channel in here. And now we got tons of empty channels, because you never know, maybe you have a sound that doesn't fit any of these colors, any of these sections, so you can just have the empty channels according to your taste. The work in the mixer not over yet. I will have the last channel as a huge reverb bus, or like reverse reverb channel, let's call it like that. In this channel, I'm gonna have a fruity reverb, and it's gonna be really long reverb. I don't want any high cut, but just a little bit low cut, full wet, and maybe damp. So yeah, kinda like this. This channel is going to be our reverse reverb, like reverse reverb tail. Just quickly wanted to show you, like, let's say we got this sound. And we want to have a reverse tail for this sound. And let's say this sound is maybe drop bass. going to hear. All we gotta do is route this sound. First, I'm gonna right click to the reverb that I created, the reverb channel, and dock to right. So now we can see it all the time. So now all we gotta do is just route this synth to the reverb channel. And we will put some Edison just after the reverb. And all we gotta do is like record. I'm gonna click play and pause instantly. Now just delete the first part, Alt left, Control N, Control F, and drag drop it from here. Now we got our reverse sound. Let's delete it and deactivate the channel. And even you can unroute the synth. Now we got this effect. So fast, so easy. Yeah, that's the point of that channel, using that channel in the dock to the right. But we are not finished yet. We will have a wider channel in here. And also I'm gonna dock to the right. In this channel, I'm gonna have an EQ. And this EQ is like going to cut from like 500 Hz till 5K, something like that. And just after that, we will have a pretty chorus. You can use any preset in here, it doesn't matter, but don't forget to choose wet only in here. So this channel is like that. Let's say we got this synth. And we wanna make it more wide without killing it on processing on original character. So let's say we got this sound here again, doesn't matter. All we gotta do is, if we wanna make the sound more wide, we can just route it to the wider channel we just created in here. Let's don't forget to activate high quality in this mixer. So let's say we got these vocals. Let's quickly send it to the same channel. And we want to make it more wide. So it sounds like that. Maybe just be sure just to not get copyrighted. I can just pitch it to some different channels, different tone.
So many, so many, so many, so many new emotions.
If I like to make this vocal wider, I can just send it to the wider channel.
So many, so many, so many, so many new emotions. So many, so many, so many, so many.
You can tell the difference so easily. It's just making it white, and we are not even changing the dry sound. Dry signal is gonna playing whatever it is, and having the sand channel as a chorus is just a game changer. Okay, let's go to the last channels of the mixer and dock one more to the right. This time we will have an ambient reverb channel. And in this channel, we will make again a really long reverb. Okay, I just drag drop some ARP loop. And let's say this ARP loop again in 41st channel. I like to give this sound more ambient vibe in our track. All we gotta do is again, just route it to the ambience reverb channel. But now we gotta set up the channel. Again, you can use any of the reverbs that you like. But for like this kind of ambience channels, I like to have a really long decay with a bit damp, a very long, very wide. And we will just cut it like 300 Hz. And we can make the high cut like in 10K, 12K, something like that. And maybe we can do the same, like less high cut. Let's make the high cut off even in the reverse reverb tail channel. I think it's gonna be better. So yeah, this ambience channel are kind of like this. Whatever sound you have, if you like to make the sound more ambient, more washout, again, we are not even changing any dry signal. All we do is just adding some side FX, and that's why the original signal is never broken. But if we're gonna use this ambience channel, we definitely need to sidechain it. When we send that sound to the ambience channel, and if that's a drop, it's gonna, clash with the kick and bass. So I have this sidechain preset in here. Let's just leave it like that. And let's don't go maybe 100%, maybe even I can go like that. So it doesn't sidechain that much. Yeah, as you see now, it's not gonna clash with the kick. But if there's no kick, we don't need the sidechain. That's why I'm just gonna create a sidechain automation, and let's call it sidechain main, and let's lock it and just place it like that. And I think the last thing on mixer grouping at least, we will need a delay channel in here, and I'm gonna lock it again. This time I'm gonna go delay 3. We don't need any dry. Let's go pin pawn, make some pan. Do the timing according to your taste. You can always change it and give it a little bit of saturation and maybe some high cut. And I like to copy this EQ to the delay, so we can just filter the delay. And I like to copy this sidechain to the delay channel, and I'm gonna link this one to the sidechain main in here. Now again, if I like to have some delay on any sound that I like, I can just send the channel to the delay in here. And that's it. Like, if you're not gonna use it, you can hide. The good thing with docking, you can hide the unnecessary channels, and you will just have your colored, grouped, organized mixer. If you click this little line in here, you can just make them show. So let's change the color. So yeah, I think everything looks really decent now. Now we can work on some automations, and we can fill the master. I'm gonna add an endless cry to the master. This is a washout patch. You probably know it. If you don't, I'm gonna put another card. Let's activate it. So this plugin is just making some washout effects, just like endless smile. And I like to create an automation clip for that. And let's place it in here, because we can just use these automations like that. Let's say we got a track like here, like so. And if there's the drop, if there's the build up, you will have the automation like that. It's gonna make the washout, it's gonna lower the volume, and just do all the build up automations that you need with one automation clip, with one plugin. And it's just full stock. That's why it's not taking any CPU. And we will have the sidechain automation like that. So I'm not gonna touch the master, because maybe you use your own plugin, maybe you use stock, maybe you use some third party. That's why I like to leave everything like that. Even I'm gonna delete the limiter. But probably it's best if we have some wave candy. I always like to use this meter in like here. But my resolution is more than 180p. That's why I don't like to put it in here, because when you download, it might not show. I'm gonna leave it in here just in case, so you can drag drop and adjust it to your own resolution. And let's clone this. And this time, let's choose the oscilloscope preset, like that. Again, I'm not gonna place them properly. You can do your own placing. And yeah, those plugins are best when you produce. You can monitor the waveform, you can monitor the loudness in here. Let's remove this sound for now. And for my own starting template, I never customize the playlist. I always like to start my projects with a totally fresh playlist. That's why I'm gonna leave them. So let's remove these unused kicks and stuff, like stock sounds. So again, in here, it's all about your customization and how you like it. If you have like some sounds, like for example, if you have a serum bass that you always use, just put the serum in channel rec, or make the routings even if you like. But for me, I just don't like to, have that much stuff in the project. It makes the template more heavy. I just like to have organized, colored, grouped mixer channels, and that's all. This is all I need to start a fresh project. Now we have our template in here, but how can we make it, FL Studio start with the template? Or how we can put the template in here, like those are my old starting templates, and I can just see them in New From Template section. To customize your template, you gotta go PC, C, or whatever you installed FL Studio, Program Files, Image Line, FL21, Data folder. Inside of the folder, there's the templates. So all you gotta do is just save this template first, and then just drag drop inside of the folder as starting template volume 2. Now we gotta relaunch FL Studio, and if you go here, New From Template, you are going to see the other template we just created. And if you like to change your default template, go Options, General Settings, and go bottom, you will see the default template in here. So if you choose this, now every time FL Studio launches, it's gonna launch this template that you just created. But for example, my own template has tons of third-party plugins, and I don't always like to wait all the plugins. Sometimes I just need to do some quick stuff, or I need some fresh empty FL Studio project. That's why I like to keep it on empty, just in case if I need it to have my starting template for starting a new project, I can go to File and just quickly choose my template in here. And as you see, because we used full stock plugins, the template just opening in seconds, all of your workflow is just ready with one click. Okay guys, today I showed you how to make your own custom FL Studio templates, and also you can just freely download the one that we just created in this video. You can check the download link in the description. I hope you can apply these tricks to your own productions as well guys. See you on the next video. Bye bye.